guys, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. So I realised recently that it has come up to the anniversary point, or at least at the time of filming it's the anniversary point, of me joining the army, and it's been 3 years. So I remember after my first year in the army I made a video recapping on everything that I'd done in that year with the army, and obviously last year we went a bit on YouTube, so I didn't do the 2-year point, but I really wanted to make a video for the 3rd year just encapsulating the last 3 years about what I've been able to achieve. So yeah, that's what today's video is about, and hopefully it's an interesting look into my career for the last 3 years in the army. So firstly, year 1, as I already said, I made a video talking about year 1, so I'll link it here, but essentially in my first year, that's obviously from when I tested, did basic training, and then went to company and settled in. So that's pretty much what I did in the first year, but if you want to hear it in more detail, then click the link here and you can go and watch that video. So year 2 starts, I'm at company. At this point I'm doing my masters in the background, so I'm sort of reservist, doing little bits, but I also took up a role 4 days a week helping out the QMSI, so in the CQMS, like G4 department. So I was doing that role pretty much the first half of the year until I left that company. And outside of that, then I'm doing drill nights, I was doing weekends, and I also did 2 battlefield studies with that company. So we did one in Italy, we went to Anzio and Cassino for World War II, and then we did one in Ypres in Belgium for World War I. They were really, really great opportunities. Obviously I've got videos on my channel talking about each one, sort of vlogged each one, so I'll put them here, or you can look at the British Army playlist below, which is all my videos about the army. So then about halfway through the year, that's when I made the decision to leave the Coldstream Guards and join the RMP. I have a separate video on my channel about why I made that move, so again I'll link that here, or you can just find it on my channel. I originally went up to the Midlands, company up there, 116 Provost Company. I was there for a few months before getting transferred down to the London company, and that's where I've been pretty much ever since. So about the time that I moved to the London company brought me to the end of my 2nd year within the army, and then the last year, so the 3rd year in the army. It's been mental. I feel like my career really has just started to get going in the 3rd year, and it's just been non-stop, and I don't know whether that's because it's when I joined the RMP and really got the ball rolling on that, or whether it was just timing for me. It just has been mental busy. So in my 3rd year, it started off when I did my phase 2 for RMP. Then after that, it was pretty much straight into the King's coronation in around April, May time. So training for that, and then policing that. Specifically, I was in Colchester at the time, policing the gun salute out there for the coronation. After that, I got mobilised to do a UK op, and I was pretty much doing that for most of the year. And it's also when I took up my full-time role in my company to be in the recruiting office and also managing their social media and engagement on those platforms. So I pretty much have been full-time with the RMP since about May of this year, so it's gone from that reservist capacity to sort of something that's representative of FTRS or part-time to full-time. Here we go. I think that's why I've got so much more done this year, just because I've had so much time dedicated to the army itself. Yeah, so I've been doing that role. Obviously I had the UK op, I had deployments, I had like courses that I was doing. On top of that, I was doing all of the normal drill nights and then the weekends that the reservists were doing at the company. And then also I've done adventure training, my first bit of adventure training in the whole time that I've been in the army. I went out to Northern Ireland and did hill walking for a week, and it was like one of the best things that I've done. I'm really like an avid hiker anyway, so to go and do it, A, get like a qualification from it, B, be able to use that to then develop and go do other qualifications, and like also just like perfect nav, and let's just go see a part of the UK that I wouldn't normally see. And also I've got a lot of family in Northern Ireland, so for me it's nice always to just go back there. So yeah, that was a really, really great thing to do this year. And then also just general policing, whether it's been public events in London or outside of London. So we've done a lot of on-shift work in policing generally, and then also plenty of ranges. We went on exercise, but we did a really fun one with the RLC Straight Logistics Brigade, which was really good, and like a collaborative exercise that stands out to me when I think back about this year. Also quite a few parades, so ones throughout the year with the RMP Association, and then I also have done some going to like pass out parades as a unit representative, and then I have also done ones for obviously Remembrance and Remembrance Sunday. And then on top of that, I actually did my AOSB briefing this year, so I know you guys have been you know, probably asking me for a while now about Sandhurst, because I originally had an intention to do it way sooner than what I did do it in, but it is just life got in the way really. So yeah, so I did briefing this year, which was an experience. Hopefully I'll go and do main board next year or the year after, but at the moment it's not really my priority. Currently prepping for a deployment, so I've just done pre-deployment training at the back end of the year. It's all been very busy, I must say. Yeah, I've actually had like the best year in the army so far, and I think that's attributed to being able to be settled in the company that I'm at, being able to build a full-time like job and career out of that company, having exposure to a lot of different opportunities and being able to just develop in the role itself. I hope it's been an interesting video at least about what I've done this year in the army and then the years prior to that, and give you a sense of what my career's looked like so far. I hope you like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.